Hello, today we're going to be making custom wrapping paper, tissue paper, and ribbon. We're going to be using sublimation method. I've already printed out my designs. It's just a floral pattern. And for my ribbon, this is some leftover print that I had from my granddaughter's birthday, and I made some ribbons for her. And all you want to do is when you print it out, you're just going to copy and paste to make a pattern that you desire. We're only going to need a strip of this to do the ribbon, because we're just doing a portion, so I can show you what I do to make my own custom ribbon. I use this ribbon for bows, on shoes, kids' shoes, as well as in my wreath. I had a somebody wanted a football team wreath, and for the life of me, I could not find the ribbon that I needed, and it dawned on me like, duh, just make your own. So when it comes to sublimation, you can sublimate on polyester. The contents of the tissue paper and the wrapping paper, I'm not sure of, but I do know that I've done this and you can sublimate on it. The first, I'm just cutting a portion. You guys can do as big or as small a piece as you would like. This is just to show you and give you an idea of what you're capable of doing as far as sublimation. So this is just a random piece of the wrapping paper, and this wrapping paper comes from Dollar Tree. It says Voila. I think that's VOILA gift wrap. It's just plain white, and this is at Dollar Tree for $1. So what I did, I cut a piece off, and I'm also using my Easy Press. I have the older model Easy Press with the blue. I have that. I'm going to use that because a lot of people don't have a heat press, and which is understandable. They're big and they're bulky, and if you don't have a lot of space, that may be something you're not ready to invest in. Underneath, I do have the pad that comes. It doesn't come with it. You buy this for the Easy Press to make you have an even distribution of the heat when you're pressing down. And please don't do like I did. I was trying to practice before I made the video, and I forgot to put my butcher paper down. So now I've messed up my little heating pad. So I have butcher paper, the heating pad, butcher paper, and just a piece of wrapping paper that we're going to sublimate on. This wrapping paper feels the same basically on both sides, but I'm using the outside to do my sublimation on. You may or may not want to use some heat tape. This heat tape right here is by Cricut. I also have, I don't know what that was. I also have heat tape that I got from Amazon. This heat tape leaves residue. So when it comes to light colored things, I don't use it. If it's something a dark color or something where this heat residue won't show, then I'll use this tape. But when it's something light, I'll use the Cricut tape because it hasn't left any marks from my experience. So what I'm doing is I'm just gonna put this to the edge. Just because my paper is longer than my mat, I'm gonna have to press one side and then press the other. So here's the pattern. I did two. This is the 8.5 by 14 sheet. You can use the 8.5 by 11. Whatever you have, you use what you have and make it work. We always make it do what it do around here. Now, just because I duplicated, I'm not sure how well this may or may not go together or look together. And it's fine. I'm just gonna cut the edges off. I don't know if you can see, but I have a little white edge. I'm gonna cut that off. And by it being a flower, it probably won't look so bad, even though it's gonna be a little bit off when it comes to the pattern matching up. And that's fine. This is just an example to show you what you can do when you're doing it for yourself or you're doing it for a customer. Of course, you wanna take your time and you wanna press this and make it look as professional as you can. So I think this is fine. So that needs to come over there. I'm just gonna put this a little bit over. I'm gonna put some tape on it to hold it in place. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that's gonna work for us. So I'm gonna take the rest of it down. Now see, because this isn't gonna be on my wrapping paper, I can actually use this on the back of it. All right, so now that we have this taped together, we wanna be able to press it. I'm gonna bring this over just a little bit. And for my easy press, the tissue paper and the wrapping paper, I'm going to set my temperature to 330. So right now it's on 360 because I was doing something else. Let's move this to 330 for 45 seconds. So right now my easy press is going down to that temperature. While we're waiting on that to go down to that temperature, let's tape this. Let's cut the edges off of our paper. Y'all have to excuse the noise coming from outside. Those are our neighbors who so kindly respect our privacy and quietness. Not. And just so that won't be overlapping on top, I'm just gonna cut this off a little bit. Yeah, I'll just leave it a little bit. That way I can put a little piece of tape. And since this is for example, I'm gonna use my tape that may or may not leave a mark. Just because I have plenty of this and not so much of the Cricut. All right, the easy press is ready. All right, so you already know the picture is going to always be facing what you're sublimating against. The sublimation paper will always be face up, and it's the heat is what's going to be on top of the sublimation paper. But before we do that, I'm just going to cover this with another piece of butcher paper. I'm just trying to make sure I know where the edge at, because we are going to have to slide it. I'm going to bring the easy press over here. And hold it and start. And we're doing 330 for 40 seconds. About 18 seconds left. And all right, we're gonna, a good indication that your sublimation is going well. You can see the pattern come through the paper. As you can see, my easy press is mainly this part, so we're just gonna try to go across, so just so you guys can get an idea. I'm just gonna turn this around, and we're gonna do this portion over here for another 45 seconds. I'm going to link my email in the description box. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm always checking my phone to check my email. I may not check it right away or be able to get back to you right away, but try to at least give me 24 hours and so I can get back to you and respond, because I am more than willing to help anyone who needs help. Okay. We're not going to worry about this part right here, because I just want you guys to get the idea of what we're doing. So we're going to pray that this worked. And you pull it up. And this side I didn't hold down as good as the other side, but all in all, you get the idea, and it came out. You can do for Christmas, if I have a picture, I will put that picture at the end of the video. But for Christmas, I did a picture of my grandchildren. For a friend, I did a picture of like a lady with a Christmas outfit on and her name, and she loved the wrapping paper so much that she saved it. But you can do this for any occasion. I'm going to actually make some more. I'm going to use my heat press because it's bigger, and I can use a board to kind of help me maneuver around. But I wanted to show you guys and give you guys an idea. You can just do a name. You can do whatever. Let me see. And you can just make this work for you. I have some puzzles here that I'm going to use to sublimate on. And all you're going to do is you're going to wrap it up however you wrap it. This is not, I do really good with gift wrapping, guys. This is just to show you. But you can do just enough to wrap, to show, just have the top. You know what I'm saying? You might have the person's name or a poem or anything, just the top. And you can leave the rest of it white if all you have is the easy press to work with. This is just an option. This is something you can do for a customer, birthday gift, family, friends, whatever. I feel like this is a really, really good option. And all you need is this $1 roll of wrapping paper from Dollar Tree. Okay, we did that. Now we're going to do the tissue paper. I actually like doing the tissue paper. The tissue paper, I'm going to do it the same temperature. One reason this may be so dull, you may be able to stand to go up a few degrees, because we did it at 330. Maybe you can do 335 or 340. I tell you, crafting is all about taking your time to learn. If something doesn't work, don't give up. If that's something you want to do, just keep trying at it. Adjust the temperature, adjust the size of the paper. Maybe you'll start out doing a small gift. Then you can figure out how to make the paper bigger and bigger and bigger. But this is an excellent option to make customized wrapping paper for family, friends, customers, clients, or whomever. Now we have, oh, it's right here. I'm all over the place, guys. Okay, we're gonna leave this butcher paper because nothing got on it. We're gonna leave that right here. And this is just plain white wrapping, the plain white tissue paper that I got this. I have a huge pack. I think this is 100 sheets for $4.99. I'm sorry. It's 100 sheets, 100 count for $4.99. I pay full price for nothing. If this says $4.99, it means I paid 49 cents because I waited for after Christmas. And I think this is my third year. I have probably 10 more packs of this left. So I don't even go through this really fast. And as long as it's gonna last, I'm gonna use it until it falls apart. So this came from Walgreens, but like I say, you don't want to spend a lot of money. I paid 49 cents and I got 100 was it 90% off? It's been about 2-3 years ago. I know I paid under $1. Maybe I didn't wait for 90, maybe I did 75, but it was no less than 75% off. So what I did, of course the paper is bigger than this, but we're just using a portion again, just so I can show you guys how to make the custom tissue paper. This, and I'll tell you this, when you're doing anything that you have to use heat, you want to mirror the words. Make sure your words are mirrored, because when you're pressing, remember you're flipping it over, so you want the words to be able to read from left to right. Let's just always remember that. So this is just the same floral print, and I just put the words Happy Mother's Day in there. I'll just take this, and of course this is longer. Again, this is gonna be longer than my heat press. Let's see if I'll make it a little shorter. About how big? Okay, let's make it a little shorter, just so we can get that all over good coverage of the even coverage of the heat. This I'll use this. I keep these scraps, guys. Just like I'm cutting this off, I keep this. One example I keep this is because before I decided to get on here, I wanted to see what temperature best for this particular easy press. So I used old sublimation prints that I did, or something that wasn't turned the right way. I practice with those on different material. Different material. If I see somebody do something, I'm gonna try it. And if I got these scraps, are great to practice with. These scraps, and I think I told you guys the Dollar Tree washcloths, they're for $1. This is just a practice towel that I did. This is me and my husband's picture. This is just a sand. See, I wanted to see, this is Kobe. And this is Kobe down here, but that's him and his daughter, or his daughter's supposed to be looking out. I used this to practice to see how that was gonna look. It didn't turn out well, so therefore I didn't use it. These are great for practicing on. So I keep my scraps of just about anything. All right, so I'm not gonna use the tape because we have such a little piece. But I am gonna put this over it, and we're gonna hold it. We're gonna press down this time. Let's see what happens, if that helps with the ink release of the sublimation paper. Hopefully that'll help. I'm not totally disappointed in the wrapping paper. I do better. I feel like it turns out better with my heat press, but don't give up. Just keep trying. The paper only costs $1. If you use a whole roll trying to get to the right temperature and the right colors to set your colors on your printer, you just spent $1. Now you wasting your ink. But I have an eco tank, and I tell you, that is probably one of the best inventions since I get what old people used to say, sliced bread, because that ink really has lasted a long time. Again, there's nothing on there. And like I say, one way that you can see the design coming through, and that's a clear sign that we probably did it correctly. Let's see. Now that's beautiful to me. And you can take that and wrap up your gift and put it inside the box. You can have Happy Mother's Day to the best mom in the world. You can do whatever. But I think this is so pretty. This is such gorgeous addition to any gift. And like I say, even if you can't do the whole thing, put their name on here. Happy birthday, Lily. Happy birthday, Dad. Happy anniversary, Mom and Dad. Just something, personalize it. Let them know that you thought about them. And like I say, I had the one friend, she kept her wrapping paper. So people like when you go out of your way to make their day brighter. And this is just a little added bonus. But I really love the tissue paper. And let's see. The tissue paper does have kind of a shiny side and kind of a matte side, and we sublimated on the shiny side, just so you know. Now here, this is my favorite to make. Now we got this dirty, so we're gonna have to change this. I have a little trash can right here, guys. I'm gonna get some of this stuff out the way. All right, now we're gonna try, I'm gonna show you guys how I make ribbon, custom ribbon. Let's put this on top of here. Maybe I can use it as like a folder. So I don't have to cut any more for right now, just for the video. All right, I thought I had, oh, this was the first. I was making this to see if I can make this for you guys. I actually like that, so I might have to wrap up something for somebody in that. I had an example. I already made a couple of pieces. This one turned out the best. I don't know if you can see this, but I got these images from Etsy. And I created my own pattern. And I guess if you see this is facing the right way to you, that means it's mirrored to me. So I created my own pattern. And so now I'm gonna take some ribbon. This ribbon is 100% polyester. I think I may have gotten this from Walmart. This to me looks like a Walmart roll. I get ribbon from wherever I see ribbon on sale. I want to make it just a little bit longer than my paper. If you see me, I sew. So if you see me using 2 different pairs of scissors, when you sew, you have scissors that are strictly for fabric. These are strictly for fabric. Anybody who knows me, who comes to my house, comes in this room, they know that I have fabric scissors and I have regular scissors. And do not touch my fabric scissors under any circumstances. So if you see me using 2 pairs of scissors sometimes, that's why you'll see me doing fabric with one and paper with the other. Now, this ribbon has kind of we can call it like a matte on one side. And on the other side is more of a satiny feel. The satiny feel is what you're going to sublimate on. And remember, your sublimation is what's going to be on top. So what we're going to do, we're going to take our print and put this on, tape it, and then we're going to tape it down. And this didn't come like this, guys, in case somebody's wondering. I got this from Dollar Tree. I just thought it was too cute to leave there. Did I need it? Not at all. All right, I'm taping this down. Now I'm taping this down with my Cricut sublimation tape, just to so I won't get any marks. All right. So I'm just gonna use this one piece of paper so I don't have to get another piece of paper and fold it over. So I got my top. All right. Oh, ribbon I did for 360. So let's change the temp. For 360. For 360 at the same 45 seconds. All right. We're gonna see what happens. And voila. Oh, voila. Now we have our custom ribbon. I'll save this to make a bow with. See that? Custom ribbon. You can see I was a little crooked. I got up there, but I'm satisfied. I will use this on when I make a bow. And I'll use this as one of the ribbons in my bow. But here you go. You can use, as long as it's 100% polyester, you can use this to this ribbon in your wreath. If you're a wreath maker, I could make a Barbie wreath. When I do my wreath, I just loop it like that and put them in so the loop is hanging out. But I'll do a wreath one day so you can see my method. But I love making, this is my favorite, I love making custom ribbon. I love making children's things, items. I have 3 granddaughters. So bows are one of the items that I make. I hope you guys learned something, and I really appreciate all my new subscribers. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you again soon.